Want my latest market insights? My latest report, Recession into All-Time Highs, is now available. Scan this QR code or click on the link in the description.
I am still bullish the China rotation. So this is something I've talked about for a while, and this is intermarket analysis that I posted for clients, and I've been very bullish BABA since 68 last year, and we've timed the October parabola and then again into March, and then it reset, and basically in July I said, yeah, I'm still very, very bullish China. JD has not taken off yet, so that's a high conviction long. A parabola can result in the Shanghai, Hang Seng, all that. And lots of plays over there are getting found, whether it be miners, whether it be AI, or your Chinese ADRs like BABA and Baidu that went hot fire flames, very long and strong. Baidu from 90 into 136, and now it's basing around there. BABA from 78 into 182, and that's quarterly resistance. JD hasn't even taken off yet. So to answer your question, yes. High yield credit spreads have not started to move higher, but the quality of the spreads is falling, but the Nasdaq is still bullish. Gold consolidating, as I wrote in July, ready for its next push higher. And you know what's happened to gold, 3,900 continuous. We've got silver, 14-year high. We've got palladium, platinum. All of these are extremely good. In fact, this is from what? It's up 47% GDX. From this very high conviction trade setup for the miners, silver, gold. It's incredible. Palladium also started to pick up very strong. I gave a recommendation on PLG and it's up 33% since. BTU is coal. That went hot fire flames. In fact, speaking of government intervention, they just announced that they're going to give a few $100 million in support and 13 million acres of federal land opening for coal leasing. We've got tons and tons of stuff that is still working, from tech, AI, software plays, to China, to the Nasdaq, to gold, etc. But all good things do need to come and take a little pause. And I think October will be an interesting time for gold and silver, because I can see that there's a question here about backwardation and all that jazz and how will it affect silver. I have a different set of tools, so let me just kind of address that. This is a tool that I've used really well in timing this rotation in gold and miners, and it's a bullish percent index. So this is an intermarket analysis. And several months ago, I said that this bullish percent index in gold miners, now remember it's up 50% since, could last for weeks to months. This is just one tell. Now, if I go back in time, and by the way, this particular indicator can't get above 100 and it can't fall below 0. The last time it triggered 0 was in August of 2015. The last time it triggered 100 was in August of 2020, which by the way, did mark a top for both bonds and gold at the time. Long story short, it is a very good oscillator for telling when things are oversold or overbought. And 100 does not mean, as the market can stay overbought, so can this indicator. But in October, I don't know if you've noticed, is when back in 2016, we did get some pullback. And this is again on a big picture. I'm going all the way back to 2015. I'm just telling you October of 2020. We also got a pullback in the precious metals complex. We're approaching October. We're in basically a parabola. Does this signal a short? No. All I'm saying is it would not surprise that we have a dollar bounce and a precious metal pullback in October, and that likely could also introduce some equity volatility, because when we have FX volatility, it seeps over into equity volatility. So does that mean it's a fait accompli that we're going to have a pullback in precious metals in October? No, but I'm looking for it. I'm looking for a pattern. I'm looking for a macro trigger. And then, by the way, of course, I do think it would get bid back up. But for now, it is just a warning that October could see a dollar bounce, some precious metal pullback, and then we'll see what happens with equities. But right now, we're clearly above my 6666. We pushed into the target I gave yesterday of 6713 SPX. Now the new one is 6805. It's still bullish until we have a reason not to be.
Join Samantha and Hans at the next Macro to Micro Options Power Hour, held each Wednesday at 4 p.m. Eastern Time. Registration is free. Scan this QR code or click on the link in the description. Watch the full Options Macro to Micro Power Hour episode by clicking on the video here, and subscribe to LaDucTrading YouTube channel for more content.